Oh, yeah. Oh, this is going to be a great time.
So we cannot scream.
No.
Did a little voice check while we sang. No screaming is the rule. What is the feature-length podcast? Anyone?
The feature-length podcast is a show where three idiots talk about film and entertainment.
Good answer.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey, are you talking to us?
Yeah. I'm talking to the voices in my head.
Like, I truly don't know. It felt like a fever dream. I swear to God, I could not
It sounds so
make this shit
stupid
up.
hearing that.
If you're listening to this is a podcast.
Welcome back to the feature-length podcast.
Welcome back to the feature-length podcast.
Welcome back to the feature-length podcast, a podcast where we talk about movies and TV for a feature length of time. Hello, listeners. Just a quick editor's note before we get into the episode. We will explain this all when it begins, but I just wanted to let you know that Karolina and I are under the influence of marijuana during this episode. So some of our conversation might be a little hard to follow. So apologies for that in advance, but I think overall it is still an entertaining episode, and we do indeed talk about movies and TV shows, as is the premise of this podcast. So I still think it is a valuable listen, but just giving that warning up ahead. If you don't really want to listen, if you're looking for a more structured, comprehensive conversation, maybe this episode isn't the one to tune into. Try any of the other ones. We're all sober for the rest of those. But if you do want to listen to us laugh for about an hour straight, continue on and enjoy. Thanks. Do you want to close the door? We need to kick Ollie out, unfortunately.
Yeah, so you don't hear his
He
little
makes
click
noises,
clack.
and I don't want to have to edit around him as much as I love him.
Lock it so he doesn't get
Okay, he's not that smart. He's not like an ape from Planet of the Apes or something.
I can't believe
My
y'all watch
favorite
that.
movie. Yeah.
I honestly feel like no offense, I think I'm too hot to watch it. I just
Are you saying only ugly people watch Planet of the Apes?
Like-
Is that really the statement you're starting this podcast with?
no, I'm kidding.
Do you want to take that off the record?
Can we strike that from the record?
Absolutely.
I'm actually immediately here to just bully everybody.
So I actually did write an intro.
Wait, are we starting?
Yes, if you're
Oh.
okay with that.
Oh my God, yeah.
Surprise.
Surprise.
We do like a little preamble usually before, like I record, or we
Yeah.
all record our conversation before we actually start. Just so like sometimes we can put like funny little clips at the beginning. If we like said anything funny. But
Well-
if we didn't, we delete it.
That's fair. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to try really hard not to crack my knuckles.
Oh my
I'm
God.
so sorry. Take my hands shut. I'm so...
If you hate that noise, warning, it'll happen.
I mean, I already did it. You may have
I'll
heard
try
it.
to edit around it, but it depends how much energy I have on editing day. But anyway, so I wrote an actual intro before we got high because, surprise, surprise, happy 420. We got a little high to record this 420 themed episode.
It's only right.
Woo! Woo! I could put in a sound effect of clapping, but I'll just clap as Karolina hits her vape. Okay,
These
let's
hands
go.
are busy.
Hello, FLP listeners. We have quite a treat for you today. For the first time ever in FLP history, kind of embarrassingly, the women are taking over the podcast. And by women, I mean woman, because it's me, Karolina, one of the three usual hosts of the feature-length podcast. But today, instead of my usual co-hosts, Dan and Marco, I am joined by my roommate and best friend, Caroline.
Hello.
Thanks for being here, Caroline.
I'm here to take over.
Okay.
Well, listen, we're starting off great. I'm very thankful to be on this pod.
It's an honor.
It really is. Okay.
We really vet our guests.
Well, and I want to say, like, the lore has been building this whole time. Like, living with Karolina, I've been hearing little sneak peeks. I've been privy to the background process, and just to be, like, finally at the front of the screen.
Editing photos.
I have. I'm just learning a lot, and I'm very excited to be here and to be high with all of you guys.
Cool. Yeah, no, that's a rule. You can't listen to this episode unless you're baked.
Yeah, can
Sorry.
you pause now? pack a bowl,
We're
put on some
just
Doja.
kidding. No judgment. We're not going to pressure you to do anything. We probably smoke too much, but this isn't like a therapy podcast. We're not going to get into it. Today, we're doing a special 420 episode. The idea is for this to be similar to a bonus episode that Marco did with his partner Maddie, where they talked about like spooky date night movies. Except we're a little high, as we already said 100 times. Surprise, surprise, because we're high. And we're going to be talking about our favorite movies and TV shows to watch while under the influence of weed. But before we get into that too much, I just want to acknowledge that we live in Canada where marijuana is legal, so you can't narc on us. But I still want to say how fucked up it is that there's people still serving sentences for marijuana possession in Canada and other places in the world. And obviously, as you do a little research into it, it's the vilification of weed is racist.
Well, funny you should mention that, Carol. That's actually in my notes.
Really?
It really is.
Amazing.
It really is.
It's so frustrating.
Because I do really love getting high, and I will say, like, as a white 20-something-year-old woman, like, I really can fit the stoner stereotype and be, like, great, but I know for a lot of people it is really shitty and really frustrating that, like, weed has been this racialized thing.
Yeah.
And I did want to acknowledge that, like, we are really lucky that we live in a country where it's legal, and we should still try to, like, oh my gosh, what's the word? I'm forgetting to, when you extradite people from prison?
Release
expunge
them? Expunge their records?
That's the one, yes, thank you.
Yeah,
sorry.
but just like, no, the thing is, okay, I was going to mention, in March of 2019, in Canada, there was a bill introduced that proposes to allow Canadians who have been previously convicted only of simple cannabis possession to allow for a pardon, also known as a record suspension, with no application fee or wait period once their sentence has been served. But they still have to serve their sentence.
Yes,
so someone could have
thing.
already served like a lifetime, or they probably, I mean, they still, you know what I mean?
Yes.
But like, they still have to serve it if it's like 10 more years, and then it's like, okay, like, we still trapped you in this little box for 10 years, but I guess you can get a job
literally
when you leave. Like, what? That's so fucked.
Well,
it's not like immediately release it. Like, why don't, if you're acknowledging it, it's not a crime, why are they still being in jail? I couldn't.
No, you're
100%.
No, 100% right. It's really frustrating.
About this at the beginning of the episode.
I mean, no, like, it is really frustrating too, because I've even been looking into it, and like, I don't know, even marijuana. So like the reason it's like spelled marijuana with a J rather than an H was because it was part of this initiative in, I believe, the 60s to help like deal with the incoming immigrant situation from Mexico in America, and with that more weed smoking was brought, so marijuana was turned into this more Mexican sounding word so they could help like racialize it and make it seem like the horrible immigrants were bringing in this like spooky drug, even though it was already being grown and smoked in the States before, and it was literally considered like other things, and it's just, I don't know, it's always been used to create like a negative stereotype, and it's just been crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
But
okay. Not to get into all this. Also, like, I shouldn't even be talking about. I feel like, God, I hope I'm right.
No, I know. It's just good to acknowledge it at the top, so we know obviously that we're lucky. And also, I was gonna say, obviously, very opposite to the reality, but the opening of Pineapple Express with Bill Hader is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my whole life. But first of all, I would die for Bill Hader, I think, and I don't know why. He's like objectively not an attractive man. And, like, I'm not even
but there's
super
something
into
about
men,
him that's just very...
he's magnetic. Like, I don't know what it is.
I just think, like, the energy he brings in... No.
He's beautiful in Barry, and he's, like, killing people and shit. It's amazing. But he's also, like, acting. It's a really good show, actually. I recommend it to everyone, but for some reason Damien didn't like it, so fuck me, I guess.
I do remember that discourse.
Yeah. I'm surprised we managed to get through it and live together now.
Yeah.
So I'm still mad at him.
I will probably watch it in like 30 years when I get the time. So
speaking of people who have wronged me,
I'm interested.
I was playing a drinking game for Rachel's birthday with her and Mark and Vinny. Rachel will probably listen to this. Mark and Vinny probably won't. Bad friends. Anyway.
Let's dox them. Anyway. Sorry.
Don't kill me.
This is what I say off the internet.
Okay, but we were playing. Do not dox them. We were playing a game, just a drinking game. Like I already said, This is going to be a very repetitive episode. Sorry if you actually are
Yeah.
not high. It's going to be horrible.
I'll also be honest, this is my first podcast ever, so I do feel like I don't know what to say, and being high was an excellent choice on our behalf.
We have a first episode that you can go back and listen to in which we all sound the exact same. It's kind of like really cringe to me.
Aww,
but anyway,
that's
we're playing
gross.
this game. People who wronged me. And Mark had to say who had better music taste, me or Rachel. And like Vinny immediately was like, oh, he's obviously gonna pick like Carol. Like this is easy. We all know. And even Rachel's like, yeah, it's fucking not me. And I was like, no offense, but like, yeah, it's me.
I mean,
And Mark picked Rachel. After we were all shocked, I was so angry.
the petty bitch.
I know. And not
Oh
that
my
Rachel
God.
has bad music,
No.
but just like similar to his taste.
Interesting.
I don't know. Anyway, I was offended. But it's okay. I forgave him and we're all good.
I just do take it personally when people don't like my music.
I know, me too.
Like, if you're not...
Even though I know like half of it objectively is trash.
Yeah, and like, I fully agree that
All
when
garbage.
I'm listening to some of my music, is it good? No. Do I dance to it? Yes.
Yeah.
And that's all that I need. Like, I just want all my
Like,
rap to
stick
be
in my
like
head.
women. I just want to... Yeah,
Oh,
true.
yes.
That's kind of just it, but...
Yeah, okay, so I got through my intro, so now we're just kind of into the episode. I don't know if you want to introduce yourself a bit more. I think we already mentioned you are my roommate and best friend. I don't know if you
Those
think
are both of my full-time jobs.
or like want the people to know anything more about you. Like that can be all you share. You can tell your like social insurance number or something, like up to you.
So I've always wanted to achieve like a cryptid status. So I do think that if I say less, I can get that here.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, cool. Well, that's Caroline, and we're going to talk about things we watch when we're high. Because, like right now, Caroline and I do tend to be high together pretty often.
Like, it's not rare.
Living together makes it pretty easy. And so sometimes after we, like, if we haven't smoked together, sometimes we'll, like, encounter each other in the kitchen and just, like, meet eyes and be like, you're high too. And then we just decide to like watch some bullshit. So we have some experience in this field. I like to think we are experts.
There always is a very like magnetic moment where we both like look at each other and see the haze and we're just like, oh, she's also gone. And then we put on Broad City, and I feel like that's the first thing that we should really discuss, because that I feel like
I love Broad City so much.
It's a perfect show, truly. But I think that when you're high...
Which we haven't yet finished. We need to acknowledge that.
Oh, I will divulge some information. I am not a big TV movie watcher like the rest of the people on this podcast.
For some reason, I was like, she's telling me a secret that I don't know. No, I knew that.
Yeah, I
was enthralled. She's kind of like acting to the microphone. I wish you could see her.
What can I say?
She's really painting this picture for the listeners.
Listen, I'm a very dynamic, and I asked Carol, I was like, is this being recorded? Like, I need more footage.
I
like,
can take a picture and I'll post it when I post the episode. People will be curious.
Okay, well.
But keep talking.
Well. I'm a performer at heart, but I do not finish TV shows and movies. I just do not do it.
Correct.
I also
It's
do
very
watch movies,
infuriating.
and this is going to be horrible. This is sacrilege, and I know. Like 20-minute intervals. So I'll watch about...
I did that for the third Planet of the Apes.
Oh,
but I normally don't.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, it was Planet of the Apes, but we already talked about this. But yeah.
I talked about it for like 3 hours.
Oh my god.
I think that episode was around 3 hours.
That's very impressive.
It's always 3 hours. The boys have a lot to say.
Unrelatable. But
yeah, this will probably be a short episode, I think. I don't know. Well, less than 3 hours, I hope.
I don't know. Honestly, time is not linear right now, so I'm not 100% sure.
Well, it's 8:39, so we've been recording for... That doesn't help you. You don't know when we started recording. We've been recording for only 12 minutes, and I recorded, like, a singing at the beginning, which probably won't make the cut, because it'll probably hurt everyone's ears. You're like scream singing.
But I'll think about it fondly. Subscribe
maybe
to our
I'll
Patreon.
Maybe I'll release it as like a secret.
Oh my god.
Or I could make it. I just listened to a Reply All episode where they made their own. What's the word? You know those like dumb things that people trade for a lot of money right now?
NFTs. Yes.
So Reply All made their own NFT of like an episode in an attempt to get one of their listeners back an NFT that they got stolen. Anyway, it's a whole thing. But I didn't realize that, like, or, you know, I just don't understand, because I thought that NFTs were something that, like, you owned, and you were, like, the only person.
Yeah.
Right? So then they were like, oh, we made an NFT. We're going to play it for you. And so I was like, that's weird, because if it's supposed to be this thing, like, one person, like, is paying a lot of money to be the only person to own, the fact that we've now heard it and have the clip of it in this episode, do we not all kind of, like, have it on our phones, and isn't that kind of, like, owning it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a very high thought, and I'll have to, like, upon editing, I'll cut that out. But
Oh, no, I fully agree, and honestly, you're right, because an NFT is kind of just like a receipt to be like, I had the money and I
What
did
the
it.
fuck?
Because, like, truly, I don't know, like, it doesn't have to be something that's unreleased. It can be like the fucking Mona Lisa. You take a picture of it and
So,
it's like, this is
us
an NFT.
scream singing will be in the episode and
Oh.
also available as an NFT.
Yes! Oh my god.
Just kidding. I wouldn't do that. I'm not trying to kill the planet any more than I already am.
But we are trying to pay tuition. Anyway.
True.
So, yeah, Broad City.
Broad
That
City.
is a phenomenal
We finally
show.
got there. It only took a couple minutes.
Oh my god. Yeah, have fun editing. I'm so sorry to our listeners in advance. Just kidding. I apologize for nothing. Broad City, hilarious. I think it's a great high show because, in my opinion, I think you need something that's short because you can walk away. Like, if you
Absolutely.
need to make a snack.
20-minute
you know?
episodes only.
No, yeah. Honestly, I would even argue 10-minute episodes are sometimes prime.
Yeah,
but that's usually
like, that's so rare.
that's
I feel
honestly
like the
for
only thing I
cartoon
ever,
shows.
Yeah, I was gonna say the only thing I
Yeah.
ever watched that's that short is Mike Tyson Mysteries, which we should also talk about at some point.
Yes, and we definitely will. And that is the thing. Like, I know you are not a big cartoon indulger.
Yeah.
And I love that shit. Even regular show is a very good stoner show.
Okay.
It's just a stoner raccoon and a stoner blue jay, like, cleaning
Are
up
they
shit
like
in a park.
actually stoners?
Like, they're like coded to be stoners. You mean like because it's like Cartoon Network. Of course.
No one does drugs on the Cartoon Network. Come on.
Yeah, so like a good high show has to be short and funny and full of jokes. That's what I'm saying. Cartoon shows, comedy shows, perfect. But Broad City takes it further because I feel like Alana is high all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
And I feel like at that
Do you
representation.
remember the party where, as like hors d'oeuvres, she had these different strains of weed in like every form?
Oh my god, she was the hostess with the mostest. Like, she was coming around on a platter, giving different nugs for people to sniff and then create. Like,
And there was a giant rat in her building in that episode, and it ended up ruining the party. Oh my god, that show is iconic. We need to get to the end eventually.
What was your favorite episode that we watched so far?
Oh my
Do you have
God.
one for the viewers at home?
I have a really honorable mention because I'm obsessed with Mike Birbiglia.
Oh
Do
my
you
god.
remember the episode I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So, Alana
Yes.
is house sitting or something for a really rich person, and obviously she invites Abby over, and then Abby has a Tinder date with her
Oh my
high
God.
school teacher.
It was like her high school English teacher or something
Yeah,
like that. It
and
was horrendous.
So he meets her at this mansion, and Alana's boyfriend, great character.
Oh, my favorite character.
He's
Our boy
so
Lincoln,
good. Oh my god. What with the black Irish goodbye in that
Oh
one
my god.
episode?
See, like, I think, yeah.
You've
When
never laughed. I've never seen you laugh harder in my whole life than when in that one. I don't even remember what episode it was in, but they were all walking to a cab, and like Lincoln was in the middle of a sentence, and then someone like asked him a question and turned around, and he had hopped into a cab and was gone. And Alana just says, "Oh yeah, he does it all the time as a black Irish goodbye or something like that." Iconic.
I literally don't think I've laughed harder ever. I like would laugh about that for months after, and I'm serious, like to the point of tears, because the idea of like you hanging out with your friends and just like in the middle of a conversation, like I'm divulging things and you're just like
like it was a
turn
back
around
and forth
and gone.
Yeah.
I just walked away. I'm already in the taxi. What are you gonna do?
Anyway, sorry. Back to my favorite episode.
Sorry. Go on.
So they're house sitting. The couples are there, and then Jaime also is invited, Alana's roommate. But he recently got circumcised because he kept getting yeast infections or something.
Yeah.
And
So he cannot get hard. He has to try his.
or it'll like ruin his stitches, and he'll have to, I don't know, get it fixed. Who knows? It'll be painful. But I don't think that's an important point of the episode.
I mean,
exactly why he can't.
I
get
meide,
hard.
but knowing his pain
Yes.
does help enhance the funniness of
But
it.
then, for some, like, everything in the rich house is making him horny, so he has to, like, hide under a pile of stuffed animals, but then Abby comes in and starts hooking up with her teacher, and that's, like, his ultimate fantasy. is to
Oh
hook
my
up with the
God.
teachers.
So
And
he's
it's
like,
the
hi.
funniest thing. Addie's like watching them. Oh, and Mike Birbiglia is just so wonderfully awkward and creepy.
Mhm.
Like, he's the funniest person ever, and I'm sure he probably isn't creepy, but he just played that so well.
Unfortunately, yeah, no, 100%.
So good. Anyway, what's your favorite episode?
Oh, I honestly, I'm not 100% sure.
That's
I
okay.
just no,
That's
I
very
just
valid.
thought of it. I think the thing that like made me laugh so hard was, I don't exactly remember what led up to this, but it was the one where Abby, like as a teenager, attacked those people in the park.
Oh my god, she's in a tree.
I literally can't talk about it without thinking.
She jumps out of the tree and like screeches.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's the episode where she's like super competitive and like beating people up in a park. And, like,
She's having like a competition with her coworkers from the gym.
she broke, apparently, like she's like in, I don't know, she's in a tree just trying to jump down on people and take them out like predator style. I really don't
You know what also I love?
Oh my god.
That one episode where Alana finds out that Abby gets blackout drunk and has a whole other persona in this like underground bar. And she like has like an accent and she like sings jazz and like steals people's hats.
Oh my god, yes! Oh my god, she's like such a smooth talker.
Oh my god, I'm gonna like, just for the listeners, you need to know the laughter that you hear. I've probably cut out 50% of it, and it's still a lot.
Oh
The
my
show is
god.
so good. If you haven't, I mean,
it's really great.
I will acknowledge I don't think the show is for everyone because I know like Damien's not super into it, and it might just be because like it's centered around a female friendship, and I feel like so accurately depicts a female friendship in your like early to mid 20s. It's like chef's kiss. And also, I just personally am obsessed with New York as a character, because I'm that pretentious about to be a film student. And yeah, I mean, if I had $1 billion, I would live there. But I don't, and I won't. And America scares me a little bit. And also, I just don't know how to move to another country, and I feel like it's too much effort to figure out, like, the paperwork. I don't even want to...
honestly, I couldn't even move here. I feel like Damien had to take care of our paperwork.
Yeah, literally.
Oh my god.
It's okay. We, like, function well enough as adults. But yeah, so for people in your, like, mid to late 20s, or, like, people who have experienced your mid to late 20s, you can watch it when you're older, I'm sure. Maybe even in like high school if you want to like fantasize about the future, but it just might not be as relatable. It might be like more geared towards females, but I think if you also just like had a good friend, it's like relatable regardless of gender.
Yeah, I do think it's like truly the bond of like that level of friendship of just like, I don't know, really being on the same page for every stupid adventure.
Yeah,
I feel like that was like, it's just like you'll relate to it and you'll like it. And I do think like,
it's so silly.
Yeah, I think that's the thing too, is like if you're somebody who like, I don't know, I would say it definitely is very relatable to like a messy 20-year-old.
Yeah.
So even for, I don't know what the male messy 20-year-old experience is, but I'm assuming you'll maybe relate to
But it's fun to also do it in a really like absurd way, so it doesn't feel like too relatable, where you're like, oh right, these people are like struggling to like
well, like Alana literally gets fired from her job because she posts bestiality.
Okay,
from
but also like, she
Twitter,
really didn't do
like,
anything at that job, and I don't know how she had it for so long.
Oh,
unbelievable.
I was recently told that I'm very like, I'm embodying her by trying to quit my job right now. And like truly the attitude she has in that job, it just is very relatable to so many like people in their 20s who fucking hate their jobs. And it's so funny because it's like what you wish you could do. Even the one coworker who's like her best friend but like hates her with a passion.
I am so jealous of her ability to do nothing and be paid for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she just has this power over her boss somehow.
Oh my god. Oh, and it's so good.
It's so good. Yeah, we need to finish it.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, anything else you want to say about that?
No, honestly, I feel like I've gotten it out of my system.
So we mentioned Mike Tyson Mysteries earlier. I don't know if you want to get into that a little bit.
I would love
our history with that.
When did the history even start? Honestly, so long ago. I feel
maybe like I was gonna say second year, but I think that's when we took our break.
Oh, yeah, that's true. We did have a brief year-long break to find
We
each
just
other.
both forgot about each other.
We had to focus on ourselves and really just, like, do some soul-searching.
But then, like, when we hung out again, like, no one, like, acknowledged the break.
Yeah, no. Like...
It was just, like, we, like, hung out every day for the last year, like...
You were just like, you know, oops, you're good. A year later, it was great.
Oh,
yeah, so we've been watching it for a very long time.
Yeah.
And I feel like it was like one of my first high shows to watch because
yes. I think me too, actually.
Because I feel like I was like getting high at like university parties and being like,
like never bought your own weed.
Never really bought my own weed, but then I was like transitioning into like an indoor stoner, and that's like pretty early on in the journey because it's like a very, I don't know, it's a very light watch.
Yeah. And
honestly, sometimes it still does hold up. Like some of the episodes I've rewatched high are super funny, and then sometimes I am like,
Yeah, like, that's kind of tough, because, like, I feel like, oh my god, how many times can I say the word like? I feel that I showed that show to so many friends when I first discovered it, that I watched the first 2 or 3 episodes 10 times.
Yes.
Because I kept telling everyone, you need to watch, and then we'd get high and be like, and I would be like, oh, perfect.
Yeah, let's watch it, because it's, like, easy.
And those 3 episodes, I would say, do hold up, because every time I see them, I still die laughing. But then after that, it is kind of hit or miss. Like, there are some super forgettable episodes.
But there are, like, some episodes where it's, like, isn't, like, Adolf Hitler a chess-playing computer or something like that? Like,
and isn't there a whole plot with, like, one of the astronauts who, like, landed on the moon?
Oh my god, yeah.
I remember that being really funny. Because, like, Mike Tyson's tattoo was on the dark side of the moon, was, like, what was revealed at the end of the episode. It was so random.
That was so funny. Oh, my God. Mike Tyson is a very, like, I don't know, a very interesting, like, person. Because have you ever heard his podcast?
Like, problematic?
He's very problematic. But it's very weird. It's, like, I know, like, I don't know.
I feel like I didn't know he was problematic when I started watching the show.
Yeah.
And then someone pointed it out to me. And then, very much, like, snowflake liberal of me, I, like, felt like I couldn't watch it. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Well, I'm trying to, like, in my life, get, like, learn more about, like, I don't know. I don't really appreciate just canceling people, and I'm trying to, like, learn where I fall on the, like, separating the art from the artist, right? Because at the same time, like, I don't want to, like, give my money to people who are profiting and, like, you know, fucking beating their wives or something. Because I think that's what he was, like, arrested for. I think it was domestic violence.
Ugh.
And maybe, I'm not sure.
Sounds, like, correct, though.
I know also, like, I
like,
think,
wasn't he, like, I remember in grade school, people talking about someone biting people's ears off. Was that him?
I actually don't know. I really feel like I should learn more about him. Maybe. I know now he has a podcast where he talks about, like regretting a lot of things and, like, reforming and stuff like that. And, like, trying
Everyone
to, like,
has a podcast, am I right?
True. Well, actually, in his podcast, he just gets fucking baked. And
really?
Apparently he says some, like, deep shit sometimes. Hold on, can I find some quotes?
Oh my god, sure.
I feel like this will
so funny.
This will be good for... He just, like, I don't know how I feel about him.
Yeah. But that show is funny.
There's this one quote that, like, truly blew my mind.
Like, does he have a big following? How did you find out about it?
I honestly... I, like, would just... Yeah, actually, from Reddit, unfortunately.
No way.
Please don't let people know that I go on Reddit. Stop.
You're such, like, a white male.
Oh my god. Oh, yeah. Sorry, like, there are just some of his quotes. Hey, take that back. Oh my god. Like, some of them... I'm a dreamer. I have to dream and reach for the stars, and if I miss a star, then I grab a handful of clouds. But then also, like,
what does that mean?
Another quote from his podcast is, I love to hit people. I love to. Like, what the, like, I really don't know how to feel about him. Right?
I don't like that at all.
Like, and then there's this, I'm a Muslim, but I think Jesus would have a drink with me. He would be cool. He would talk to me, which, like, objectively true, but also,
like,
what?
Wouldn't Jesus talk to everyone? Isn't, like, that his whole thing?
Right?
Like, hopefully, I don't know. I feel our last episode was about midnight mass. I feel like we talked enough about religion.
I'll let you guys, like, focus on that. No. But yeah, anyway, so problematic. I'm not sure. I feel like now when I watch a high, like, when I'm high, I'm less like thinking about these things. Like, I'm
Yeah.
right, so it's easier. But, like, I would... Conflicted.
That's totally fair.
The first few episodes, though, are really fucking funny.
You know who? I don't actually want to say this. I don't trust it. I was gonna say, you know who is an unproblematic fave, but I don't know if that's true or not. But I was gonna say Seth Rogen, who I feel like is a stoner icon, like the stoner of Hollywood.
Yes,
Agree or disagree?
I honestly believe that this man made such a big career off of being a stoner.
Like,
and a comedian.
Who else is known
course.
for smoking weed more than him?
No one. Literally no one.
And, like, now he's isn't his weed company making him a billionaire?
You know what? I would say maybe Snoop Dogg.
Fair.
But
has Snoop made as much money off weed?
honestly, probably, yeah.
Really? I don't know.
Actually,
I haven't done that research.
Snoop has yeah, that's true. Snoop has his own weed and everything, too.
Yeah.
I was going to say, because I know they're both in the weed game. But I don't know. They're just both such wholesome, like, weed icons.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
absolutely.
But yeah, Seth Rogen, like, truly the comedian we all needed to, like, help stoners come out into the light. Like,
yeah, I don't know if I've had an opportunity to say this yet on this podcast, but as you can imagine, I'm obsessed with Seth Rogen. Actually, I don't know if you can imagine that or not. Maybe you don't know me. But people close to me know. I love Seth Rogen.
it's true. She does.
Like, not in a romantic... Like, in a romantic way, actually, but not in a sexual way. Like, I would love to be, like, platonically in love with Seth Rogen, you know what I mean? Like, sharing a home.
Yes.
You know? I think that would be really wonderful.
I do feel like he would be the perfect, just, like, companion, very, like, similar to, like, a golden retriever,
Like,
but,
we
like,
would
more
have so
relaxed.
much beautiful pottery in our home.
Oh, my God. The decorations alone.
And we would just sit around and smoke weed all day, because, like,
you
he
know,
makes enough money to, like, so that I don't have to work.
And
Which
you know
is
he would
my
have good
ultimate
weed.
goal in life.
When they say marry rich, like, listen,
Yeah.
it's so I can be high at home. Like,
No,
which, I mean, to
exactly.
be fair, those housewives in the 60s, like, they're all pretty fucking those Annies and...
Yeah, true.
But different vibes.
Very different vibes.
No, yeah, I feel like for him, like, I don't know, I used to think it was just his movies because I feel like he always plays such a likable character.
Yes.
But then actually when I was rewatching Pineapple Express.
Oh, wow. What a segue.
What a great segue. I truly did realize his characters are kind of fucking annoying sometimes. Like he's like a lovable
absolutely.
character, but also like I don't know, I feel like as a person too, he's I don't know.
Well, in Pam and Tommy, he was like a very annoying character.
Right? So I think I love him as a person because of these annoying characters. I don't know.
Yeah, he's just a very good actor. I don't know if you saw Long Shot.
No, I did not.
It's a very good rom-com with Charlize Theron. And him.
Wait, no, actually, I totally did watch this.
With your
I forgot
mother?
that with my mother, of
Yeah,
course.
I was gonna say, it seems like a movie your mom would suggest you watch.
Oh, and my mom, who, like, definitely is, can,
Do you think your mom's gay?
For the listeners at home.
Is that true?
No, I'm kidding.
April Fool.
Anyway, so for my mom, she's just the obsession she has with Charlize Theron.
Really?
Like, it must be, like, every time this woman is in a movie, my mom is like, Karolina, you know,
Is
there's
it 'cause
this
they have
film
a similar
that's...
haircut?
I think so. I think, and every time I watch a movie with her, she's like, oh, Charlize Theron, you know, her life. Oh, with her husband, did you know what happened? Oh, I feel like, or maybe when she was a kid. You know, I should know this because she tells me it every single time. But I think either as a kid she saw someone get shot, or her mom shot her dad or something. I think it's like something like that.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. And that she like adopted a kid on her own, and she's
that
like not
I
married.
heard,
Yeah.
Because I've been listening to her on some podcasts.
I think my mom just really likes the girl boss of it. Oh, but yeah.
Fair.
Anyway, yeah, he was fantastic in that movie, and he like is just so approachable and lovable in every movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Damn, that was a good one.
Good dude.
Wasn't he also Knocked Up though?
Yeah.
No, that's an iconic role.
Yeah, I know. And you know what I realized or didn't realize until this rewatch of Pineapple Express, or rewatch. I watched the first like 30 minutes before we recorded this. I didn't know that it was written by Judd Apatow. I don't know if you know who that is.
No.
Okay.
I'm also, I really shouldn't be on this podcast, so I actually don't
No, that's
know.
true.
I don't know
knows
shit.
very little. About like movies and TV She's very smart. to be clear.
Cut that out.
But yeah, so Judd Apatow writes a lot of those types of comedies, is the best and only way I can say it, such as The 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Oh,
This
yes.
is 40.
Okay.
The King of Staten Island recently with my boy Pete Davidson.
Ah.
There's other really iconic ones. I don't know why they're all escaping me, but he's a brilliant writer and director and stuff. And father to Maude and Iris Apatow, who are also actors. Maude Apatow is in Euphoria.
Oh.
And Iris Apatow was in that new movie, The Bubble, with her mother, Leslie Mann, directed by her father, Judd Apatow. Everyone's connected. They're a very famous family.
We've also been talking about Leslie Mann recently. I feel like
We, as a group?
no,
like
just you and me. I don't know. She's come up. I
yeah.
didn't think about her.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like
Is it because you saw me watching The Bubble?
I think so.
Which I didn't really like.
Oh, hot takes.
Yeah,
You know,
it like looked really funny, but also I might have been like too high to appreciate it. I don't know.
That's
But
fine.
honestly though, the TikTok dances in that movie were fire. If anyone saw, you know what I'm talking about. But everything else was just meh.
I will say that is like the downside to getting high is that like sometimes it does ruin the watching experience.
It really does.
'Cause, like,
you
if
gotta
it's a
be in
more
the perfect headspace.
Yeah, like I don't know. I tried to watch Portrait of a Lady on Fire. Hi. And I was like, why am I
Sorry,
doing
I
this?
almost spit out my water.
Sorry, it's like for some reason I was like me stoned as hell and I'm like I would love to watch lesbians fall in love by the
Also,
ocean.
fun fact, that is one of my favorite movies of all time, and I might make the boys watch it for one of the next selection series episodes, so get ready, Marco and Dan. I'm so obsessed with that movie. Although, I don't actually know how to talk about it on this show, you know what I mean?
Well, it just
Like,
yeah.
I assume and hope the boys would have, like, some intelligent thought about, like, the shooting or cinematography or editing or something. And then I could just be like, it was beautiful and made me sob. That's all I wanted to say. Episode over.
You're like, I don't want to dissect it. I don't want to think about it.
I just want to say it destroys me every time I watch it, almost as much as Everything Everywhere All at Once. That is all I'm going to say about that. Just go see it.
I'll say
Don't look
more.
anything
It's
up.
the best movie I've ever seen in my life.
I don't want to overhype it for people. I'm so afraid.
Yeah.
Although I did see that all over Twitter, and so I was scared it would be overhyped, and it was not.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Anyway, I don't really want to talk about it because I want people to see it and love it, but not because everyone was like saying it's the best, because then it might not feel like the best, even though it is.
Yeah, honestly, it's just a treat. Honestly, that's just how I'm gonna describe it. It's a full treat. Like, go and like give yourself the 2 hours and just be like, thank you. And you'll have a great time. Like, it's
Thank you to myself.
Yeah, it's so good. High movies though. Pineapple Express.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
that's what I decided to do to prep for this. Judd Apatow. Judd.
That's how we got to that
I
little
believe-
tangent. I wanted to trace us back for my own brain.
Judd bless. Okay. So okay, so I prepared for this by watching that movie. Because I only ever watched it as like a 12-year-old because my mom was like, this
Hilarious.
yeah. Oh my god, my mom also, I already outed her as a lesbian. I'm so sorry.
It's funny because she's really not.
Do not listen to this podcast, girl. Else she goes, I swear to God.
Turn it off.
Turn it off. She loves Bob Marley. Has never smoked weed.
Definitely gonna puke.
I never smoked weed in her life. Like, she refuses, and like when we went to Jamaica, I literally was rolling a blunt like in front of her, and it's fine. And like she watched me smoke, and I'm like, Mom, like the way you love Bob Marley, like please do yourself a favor. Like, it's just So I think she prepped me for it because I love
What a shame.
reggae music now. But but my mom did like showed me Pineapple Express again. And she loved it. And looking back now, I'm like, yeah, this is a good movie. Even if you're not a stoner, I still think it's funny.
Yeah.
I think you'd laugh.
I agree.
I laughed at 12.
I do agree. I wish I could have finished it so I remember exactly what happens. But the beginning was great. I kind of, like, as shitty as it is, because, like, I hate the whole justice system, like, as a whole, like, it all needs to be reformed. But I would love to have Seth Rogen's job in that movie. Because he
As
just
a
drives
server?
around and gets high and like serves people, which like that's the part I hate. But just like the
Yeah.
driving, although driving high, I would also hate.
Yeah.
It's like illegal and like dangerous, but whatever. None of my business.
Yeah.
So I probably would skip the driving around part. I'd probably like walk because I love to walk.
Aw.
I'd have to do it in a walkable city.
Yeah, you just need a
But
lot.
that's my dream job.
You can do it in New York. There's a lot of people to serve there.
That's
I'm sure.
true. That's true.
It's such a funny job because I do forget that that's like a thing people have to
Yeah,
do,
right?
And I don't know if
Why,
that's
you've never
also
been served? Crazy.
shocking. Does that happen in Canada?
I have no fucking idea.
Right?
Sorry, I didn't research that.
Huh.
Huh.
Interesting.
Did you say you took notes during this movie, or was that just your, like, justice system notes? Oh, sick.
So I did take notes. Oh, sorry, forgetting. It's a audio.
Show the audience.
So I have a little note here. Pineapple Express baked takes.
Credit to Sativa Diva 69. Is
I
that
was
her account?
I was just gonna say
Love them.
Okay.
Love them.
they also like their baked take series is one of the funniest like pieces of content that ever comes across my TikTok. Every single time I see their face and I'm like, I'm ready. Let's do it.
But also their outfit videos.
Oh my god, their makeup?
I know. It's too much.
It hurts. Too hot. Too hot. Okay.
Too hot, you're hurting my feelings.
Yeah, literally. Sativa Diva, I swear to God, you're too hot, you're hurting my feelings. So,
Anyway, notes.
anyway. Actually, I do want to cycle to TikTok high after
Ooh,
this. Because that's also a piece of
yes,
media that I
good
was
point.
thinking about. I had some notes, just like some little quotes that I really liked. Especially, a lot of them were when they got high.
No way.
I also want to point
Also,
out
which time they got high? All of them?
every single one. I forgot that James Franco is in this.
Really?
Yeah, I literally
He's
forgot.
like the co
I know. I literally forgot that he also was part of the stoner.
Is it
like
because he's
thing.
like blonde in it?
Yeah, I think he just. Yeah, that's true. But like, I truly just forgot. Like, it made me think. Like, I haven't thought about them in so long.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow. Like, they really were in every movie back then.
They really were.
Every movie,
Especially
at
with
least one
Seth
of them.
Rogen. They were like best friends.
Yeah. It was, Mikey.
That is maybe the problematic part of Seth Rogen.
Yeah, I mean, listen. I did listen to FLP's Promising Young Woman podcast.
Amazing, yes.
And I will say, man.
Yeah.
Which is a fantastic episode. I feel like
Thank
everybody
you.
should go
Thank you
listen
so
to it.
much.
I really enjoyed it. Okay, I do want to talk about how fucked up it is that Seth Rogen's relationship in that movie.
Yeah, I
Seriously.
forgot. Sorry to scream. I'm gonna have to
Went
cut that
down.
out.
Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, an 18-year-old in high school.
And he's 25.
Yeah. And
25.
he like is interacting with her like teachers and
Okay.
classmates.
And like, I will admit,
He like goes to her
Objectively-
school to talk to her at lunch period.
yeah. I don't, did you get to the part where they do the dinner?
No.
Okay, objectively, that part is really hilarious because he
Is it
has
'cause
to
he's
like.
really high. Oh
Yeah.
wait, no. Does he go after he witnesses the shooting?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
So
see,
he's like
I
trying.
tuned
Yeah,
out at that point. I was
Okay.
doing other things. I wasn't high. I just really was distracted.
fair. No, that was like very hilarious.
Yes.
But horrible. So
No,
creepy.
so
It just stresses me out just to even think about it. It's kind of like even Scott Pilgrim. Like that's one of my
Yeah.
favorite movies as a teenager. But even when I watch it again, I'm like, oh, Scott, you're dating a high schooler. Baby. Anyway.
We're not here to talk about that.
Right. Sorry about that, y'all.
Sorry about that.
I just wrote jail and an angry face behind it. Okay.
Okay.
When he's like, oh fuck, I didn't even write the full quote. It literally
Just jail?
I just wrote slice of butter.
Oh.
There's the-
It's the Bill Hader says it at the very beginning
Yeah.
because I guess he's in the military and they're testing like the effects of different drugs, and so they're
Oh,
testing
yes.
marijuana on Bill Hader,
He's like,
and they keep, the officers keep asking like, "What do you feel like right now?" And he goes, "I feel," or read it. You have it.
I feel like a slice of butter.
On a hot piece of toast.
And then he's like, I want a massage.
Oh, he's so good.
I want a massage.
I already
after that.
mentioned I would die for him. Oh, Barry, the newest season of Barry comes out, I think, like the end of this month. and I'm gonna die. I'm so excited.
Okay, I really have to. Maybe I'll actually watch that.
It's really good. I think you'd like it.
Oh, that's
Oh, I forgot I started watching Kevin Can Go Fuck Himself. I watched the first episode and totally forgot it existed.
If that's not a great sign for a TV show.
I think we like went some. I don't know. Anyway, irrelevant. Anyway.
I mean, listen, honestly, it wasn't the strongest pilot, but I did stay for Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, no,
So,
fair.
It was worth
It's
it.
like as shitty as this is, because I hate to like typecast people, but it's really hard to see her not as Alexis.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
It took me, like, honestly, 5 episodes.
I know, and I will finish it. That is a promise. I
Yes.
just have a long list. I still haven't finished Bridgerton season 2. I'm still watching Seinfeld. I feel like I was also watching another thing that I can't remember at this present moment.
I don't fully understand how you're able to keep up with all that.
It's pretty tough. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, I just feel like I just forget what happens.
It's nice to have 2 shows at a time simply because I like to have a 30-minute one for when or like 20-minute for when I don't really have time.
Yeah,
and then an hour when I do have time, but also not enough for a movie. You know?
No, I do respect that, absolutely.
But I will probably lose some things for both. You know what I mean?
That's fair. Oh,
There's only so much room in this brain of mine.
such is life, such is loss.
Wow.
Damn.
That was deep,
Thank
man.
you. I'm just like a very artistic high person. Okay, actually, I will
That
talk.
is actually true.
No, I mean, honestly, I will talk about this. As a high person, getting high actually makes doing art a lot harder for me.
Really?
All of my crafts, that's, like, I do see, I don't know, for example, so I have a cousin who does, like, crazy, like, tricks on motorcycles.
Oh, yes.
And, like, shit. And, like, I know he, like, when he's high, functionally with his motor skills, he's, like, honestly at the same level. He obviously should not do this, but I've seen this man do shit high that he should not be able to do.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, how do you have the motor connection? Because when I'm high, my hands are like, sorry, out of service. Like, I can't, like, focus and do things nice.
Yeah.
Every time I try and do something nice, I'm like, no. So I don't know how people get high and actually be productive and actually put themselves out there. I kind of just become a little vegetable.
there are very specific strains that'll do that, and I think it's, like, different for everyone. Because I feel like, but also I never keep track of, like, which ones allow me to be productive or not. But I also think there's so many factors to it. Like, how much you've eaten, how much sleep you had, your state of mind going into it. Like, what's the first thing you do after? How much you smoke.
That's
like,
true.
I don't know.
But I'm just always clumsy.
But, like, why is that necessarily a bad thing for art?
Well, like, if I'm, like, for example, if I'm sewing, I feel like you have to be very precise with a lot of things, and, like, I have to hold things a very certain way, and if I'm, like, measuring wrong or whatever, or, like, the fabric doesn't have the right tension.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I do be fucking shit up sometimes. You know those pillows that were too small?
Yeah.
There it is.
That's fair.
I did sew
I
some
can't believe
pillows.
you really thought those pillowcases were for normal sized pillows.
They fit my IKEA pillow. I didn't realize I bought a child's pillow. I should have known it was $5. It was $5, and I took it because I was like, oh, cheap pillow. But lesson learned. Anyway, guys, I do like to sew. I guess I'm letting that information be out there too. There's now sewing media that I can talk about. I know. So yeah, I will say, like, for me, I think watching movies when I'm high, that's the best high activity. So I think on 420, I feel like a lot of people should just be, like, sitting around watching some movies.
True.
Or if you live in a city that's, like, sunny and warm, go outside. Go sit in some grass. And then go home and watch Broad City.
Yes. We should finish that. I'm going to say it so it's on the record again. So we do it.
Oh, you're going to go on the books?
Yeah, no, we're committed. We're going to finish it. But to circle back.
Oh, yeah, circle back.
Let's circle back. Did you have any more notes about Pineapple Express?
No, I have another idea, though. But,
Okay.
So Pineapple Express, yeah, in general, I feel like, I don't know, because even if I think about the world of comedies now, I feel like that stoner type of comedy, like, what's the last one that was kind of relatable to that? Do you mean?
Like a stoner
Like
comedy,
something that came out
Pineapple
recently.
Express?
Yeah.
This is kind of like a niche answer because it's a Christmas film. But The Night Before, that I always watch before Christmas with Seth Rogen.
I was just going to say that also has Seth Rogen in it, right?
Yeah. That's definitely a stoner comedy, but it's weird because it's like a Christmas movie also. But it's about, like, they literally smoke the weeds of Christmas past, Christmas present, and Christmas future.
Okay, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's...
So it is a stoner movie, and it's great. like Seth Rogen's wife in it gives him a box of every single type of drug, but like she's not really into drugs, so she just like went on Craigslist and would search like weed and would order like the first thing that came up. So the ratios were all off. So she packed like one joint, but like 10 grams of cocaine or something.
Oh my god!
Like, it was so all over the place. Anyway, very
That's
good movie.
hilarious.
Definitely a stoner movie, and I think it came out in like 2016 or 2015 or 2017, somewhere around there. But recently-ish. Other than that, time's kind of wonky in my head, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
What recently came out?
Yeah, I don't know, because I'm also trying to think.
I feel like it's anything with Seth Rogen.
Right?
But, like, that's...
Oh my god, did you ever watch Harold and Kumar? Was that a stoner movie?
Oh, yeah.
That was a big stoner. Yeah, but that was, like, such a young kid when I watched that I was like, this is
totally
just
miss it.
funny.
Yeah, but you totally miss it, they're stoned.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy how, like, as a child, if you don't understand what's happening, you just really do fully erase it from your memory?
Yeah, you're like, this is not my business.
Do not comprehend. Like,
yes, oh my god. Me watching Bruno at age, like, 11 or whatever. My mom also took us to see Bruno, because my brother said it'd be a funny movie.
That's amazing.
Listen, I laughed.
Oh.
Oh my god, the people gave her the dirtiest looks. They're like, are you sure you want your child to see this movie? And my mom's like, who are you to tell me? Like, yes, of course. And, well, embarrassing. There was a full dick on screen. That was wild. Therapy? Anyway. I do want to say, okay, so I've been thinking too, because we're talking about, I guess, kind of newer media, but do you ever watch, like, childhood cartoons when you're high? Because I have watched Phineas and Ferb high, a notable amount, and I will say that it fully holds up.
You know what? I think I try to watch, like, Futurama. I associate that with, like, childhood. Sometimes I'll, like, try a really old episode of SpongeBob or something.
Oh my god.
I tried to watch Boy Meets World for a while, but I kind of just forgot about it.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of, like, Disney Channel shows are good for that.
Right?
Yeah.
Because they're all kind of shows where you don't really need your brain or anything. You're just kind of like,
I feel like I would love to watch Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, but I don't know where that's streaming.
Oh.
I was obsessed with that show.
Am I not allowed to say that we can just illegally watch it?
Okay, I don't know if I've also ever said this on the podcast, but I am afraid of the internet. So I don't really do that a lot.
And you're a law-abiding citizen, so you would never do that.
I've never broken a law before in my whole life.
No. So, okay, that makes sense. We should get on that, though. We can watch Foster's Imaginary Home for
Foster's
Imaginary...
Home for Imaginary Friends.
Sorry.
I have the DS game for it and everything.
Oh my god, you're a real fucking stan.
I
No.
know.
Whoa.
Did you ever play the game on Teletoon, like, .com?
No.
They had, like... It was, like, an interactive... I don't remember if you interacted with other real people. But you, like, played, I think as Blue or just some other imaginary friend, and you, like, lived in the house and, like, played games and, like, did, like, tasks or something. I don't know. I was obsessed with it. But, like, they took it down one day, and it was, like, very sad. And I haven't even been able to find the name of it, I think. Or actually, maybe I did high once. I don't know. I like to get in, like, deep nostalgia holes sometimes.
You know what?
Where I'm like, do I remember this thing? Or, like, I have, like, a vague flash of a memory. TikTok does that to me a lot.
Yes.
Where they're like, do you remember this show? Or, like, am I crazy? And I'll be like, oh my god, I fully forgot until I saw this picture that you shared.
Yes, I actually did that kind of recently with Neopets,
Nice.
where I've really just been like, oh my god, the fairy world and Neopets had a chokehold on me. I was literally like, this is the aesthetic I want. This is everything. Like, I saw something that had the same color palette, and my brain was like, you should go look at Neopets. And I literally was like, wow, I have not thought about this in so long. Until I saw these, like, specific colors. I was like, wow. And I also had that with the Arthur game on PBS Kids. Like, when I was a really, really little kid, I remember playing that, where it's like a ice cream scooping game.
Yes.
And then I never was able to find it again.
That's
But that
so
also
fun.
was so fun. That was such a good game. Oh my god, Binky was a customer.
It always made me want ice cream.
Yes. Yo, the mint chocolate chip ice cream in that looks so delicious.
That's exactly the one I was thinking about.
I don't
That's
even
so
like
funny.
mint chocolate chip that much, but I
I'm
need that.
into it.
It's a little toothpastey for me sometimes, but
That's
sometimes
fair.
I'm into it. Okay, so I would say childhood cartoons, no for you then? Hi? No?
I just can't think of any I watch other than Futurama.
Yeah, like what else do you watch when you get high? Like what are your high guilty pleasures? Do you ever get into reality shows?
Not really. Like maybe The Circle. I really like Taskmaster. I'm sorry, I'm checking if my pinky toe is swollen. Don't mind me. But Taskmaster is a very good show.
Yes.
That Damien introduced me to. God bless. Well, that and like some like UK comedians that I really like have been on it, and then they've like talked about being on it, and then I've been like, what is Taskmaster? But it's a show set in the UK where like 5 comedians compete for a season to do just like ridiculous tasks, and it's hour-long episodes, but all of them are on YouTube, like posted by like official Taskmaster, which I think all TV should be like how iconic. It's just on YouTube for free, full episodes. Like sure there's ads, but whatever. Anyway.
That's really nice.
Yeah,
they really said let the people laugh.
Great. Every single series is on there. And there's like 15 or something. Shit. Or like they just released the lineup of like season 13 or something. I don't know. It's in the teens. But it's a really good show. I haven't seen all of the series yet, but I think I'm over halfway done.
I will say I have watched a few episodes with you guys, and it is a bit of a mind-blowing show. Like, it's very funny.
So funny. Like, it's what a genius idea to have a reality show, but with comedians, so it's also just so entertaining. Yeah. But also they're creative, so they do come up with genuinely, like, mind-boggling ways to complete some of the tasks.
Yeah, no, truly, it's very, like, it is a good group show, too.
And
that's another
helped me, like, discover some really good comedians I wouldn't have otherwise heard of.
Oh my god, like the guy from Fleabag that was on that season. I watched that season with you.
Yes.
That was a very good season.
Yes. And it introduced me to James Acaster, who I really like. And Nish Kumar, who is hilarious. And Phil Wang, who is so funny. And and then they all have like Netflix special. Not all. I don't know, maybe all of them. I don't know. If they all have them, I don't think I've seen them all yet. But they're very funny.
No, I totally love that. When you're watching, like when you're high, how do you pick the vibe for a show?
Wonderful question.
Yeah.
Wow, you could be an interviewer.
Oh my god, thank you.
It's kind of tough. I usually can't figure it out immediately. Mm-hmm. Like I usually put on a bunch of different stuff and then see if it captures my attention, and half the time it doesn't, and I just sit on TikTok because that changes so quickly. Which
again, another good high media.
Yeah.
But you're right, it's really hard to get that like decision making process.
I'm always like, because for me, I also watch a lot of YouTube videos. So not only do I have to choose like a streaming service these days, step one, and then a show or a movie, and then after that you have to go into genre, and then do you want to rewatch or something new, and it's just, there's so many possibilities. And that's before you even get to YouTube. I could watch anything on YouTube.
The burden of choice, it truly, like, honestly, half the time I do feel like I end up just on YouTube watching, like, a 90 Day Fiancé compilation video.
Stop it. Damien has brainwashed you. Get out of here.
I wish I was kidding. It's so funny. It just really gets me every single time.
But yeah, so I usually spend like way too long to figure it out. Sometimes you get it right away, but sometimes you're literally looking for an hour and then you're like, okay, I think it's time to give up. I don't know.
Yeah. I do also find like it's harder for me to start new things when I'm high. Like I'm not really in the mood to like, I don't know, engage in a new TV show.
Yeah,
because I'm like, fair. I kind of just want almost like the comfort of like something funny that I already know, or, which is like honestly me just being a little lazy. But
I feel like I couldn't start anything I really cared about high.
Yeah.
Because like a new series of Taskmaster, no offense, I don't really care about. I just watch it because I know it's a guaranteed laugh.
I need you to talk to all those comedians that you already called out and let them know.
You know what? I would love to talk to them.
I'm going to get on Twitter, and my second tweet of all time will be about these comedians.
Wait, you have one tweet?
Yeah.
Tell the world.
The one tweet is that I wish that Lil Nas X was my father figure. That's it.
That's fair.
I think I tagged him in it. Don't think I got any clout from that.
Wow, no engagement. How rude.
It's a little embarrassing, I can't lie.
And that's why I've never tweeted again.
Yeah. I got back in the hole.
God.
It's fine. But Lil Nas, if you're out there
listening to the Feature Length podcast.
I don't know, he seems cool.
Okay, so if you don't find anything and you do get stuck on TikTok, what's your For You page looking like these days?
Okay, that is.
I really did not think I would ever talk about TikTok on this podcast.
Okay.
I wonder if the guys will like listen to the first cut of this and be like, no, we're not Gen Z. Get this shit out of here. Although Marco is on TikTok, so I think he would never say that.
Also, like,
but
questionable.
arguably, it is not TV or movies, which in theory is what we talk about on this podcast. But also, we've had episodes just talking about like ourselves. So whatever. This is our show. We can talk about whatever we want.
Yeah, honestly, yeehaw. Let's go. So, like,
Sorry, oh my god, I'm gonna blow. Like, this edit is gonna be all over the place in noise. Sorry to myself, and sorry to the listeners.
Exactly. Okay, so I will say, my well, we know that the algorithm be watching me, and we know that the algorithm be on my case.
Correct.
Because it definitely knows that I'm going through a breakup.
Oh no!
Because I keep getting all these like weird like thirst TikToks, but it's like weird straight TikTok, and I don't understand. I'm by the way, for the audience. And I just keep getting a lot of like very weird like romance TikToks, and I don't know how to fix that because before that, I was mostly on like. I would say the genre was a mix of rap videos, like music video, like freestyle raps,
sure,
and like music, and then also like women in their cars breaking down and yelling.
Relatable.
And then also like roommates being stupid. Those are like the top 3 I'd say, and it's really nice.
Wow, that is very nice.
Oh, and also a lot of like crochet and craft related things because I am a little seamstress, you know what I mean?
Nice. I'm glad you found that side.
Thank you. But yeah, so that's the majority of it right now is just like weird heartbreaking stuff, and it's just I don't know how to get out of it.
Stop being heartbroken.
I feel like I am. I don't know. I mean, well.
It's the only way. No, you just need to like search for shit. I've literally never searched for anything on TikTok.
Me neither.
But apparently that influences it too. So
okay.
Try searching like happy.
Oh my god, stop. I don't even want happy. I just want like my neurodivergent TikTok back.
ADHD gay.
Literally. Oh my gosh. Hashtag, yeah. But no, I don't know. So, what about you? What's your TikTok For You page looking like?
I think mine's kind of all over the place, and I feel like it keeps getting less funny over time, which is a little disappointing.
Okay, see, that's the thing. The straight, sad TikTok is not funny.
See, but I don't even know if it's the straight side, because I feel like I see a lot of dance videos.
Impressive.
And I've been trying to get more into Broadway talk. Where's my phone? Broadway, TikTok, musicals. I want to be more on that side of TikTok. Because I was, especially when Hamilton came out, because you know I was obsessed with that.
Oh my god, of course. I cannot even tell you how many times. Have you guys done an episode on Hamilton yet?
No, I don't think we ever will. I don't think I could get him to do it. And also, like, I don't really want to talk about it.
Hey, followers of the pod.
I don't really want to talk about it.
It's too much?
Problematic.
Oh, really?
Well, because, like, Hamilton did own, like, I don't know. It's very much like rewriting history to like make some good people, like bad people seem like good, and I don't know. But like that's not the point. It just has like catchy songs and like it's a captivating story. Like treat it like fiction, okay? Oh my god. We don't like actually love Alexander Hamilton. We just love this song.
I know the song.
But Lin-Manuel Miranda as a person is like kind of creepy, but that's okay.
Creepy.
He's a genius, I think. I think he is a living genius. I think Marco and Dan would laugh at me for saying that and like judge me really hard, but I do think he is a genius songwriter.
I mean, I will say like the stuff he did was pretty like out there, not out there, but like in a really good way. I mean, like it was very like ahead of the curve almost. Like I feel like a lot of the way he was writing music is just incredible.
And even just him going out of his way to, in this story about white ass slave owning founding fathers, to make it a rule to only cast people of color. I don't know if that's still a rule.
Yeah.
But when it started, like every single member, or actually I think maybe there was like a white person, but I don't know. Obviously you can't tell. I'm not like guessing anyone's race just based on like a shot of them dancing. But like that, it was either mostly or entirely like people of color, which is like a big deal because it's obviously there is still like colorism and racism inherent in like almost all people.
Yeah, fair.
So
where it's like
we're
what?
We're all trying to unlearn things. And
it's in Broadway too.
Biases, but you know.
Oh, it's
we ain't perfect. But yeah, so that was a big deal, and yeah, he's not saying that everyone in it is like an angel. But anyway, that's all I want to say about that. But I feel like it would have to be the focus of like half of an episode if we did it about the episode, you know?
No, that is very fair. I respect that.
But I do love Hamilton, and I'm going to see it in July if it doesn't get canceled or postponed fucking again. It has been postponed. I was supposed to go see it in June of 2020 in Ottawa.
God really doesn't want you to see Hamilton.
It got postponed to January of 2022, very optimistically. And I was like, you know what? That's far enough away that it just might happen. You know what happened instead? Omicron. So it got moved from January to July, and so in theory, it's upcoming. But I think we're just all ignoring the pandemic now. So hopefully,
it's gone.
It'll still happen.
Oh, it's over. Don't worry about it.
So I think I should be.
Don't look at the wastewater records. It's fine. We're
whatever.
Great. Love it. Life is so fun.
So my TikTok.
Yeah, tell me about it.
So other than musicals and dancing, it's definitely the gay side of TikTok. A lot of like lesbian thirst traps, funnily enough.
See, I wish.
And a lot of movie reviews. I go out of my way for that, and just like general cinema nerd content. I follow some people who like work in film production in Ottawa, just to like get connects and stuff. So I see a lot of like behind the scenes stuff. Shout out to Megan Props. She works in BC and has like a really fun account where she shows like breakaway glass and like setting up props and stuff.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's very fun.
And there was this guy, I mean now he's like blown up and he like walked the Oscars red carpet or whatever, but it's Guy with a movie camera, and his name is Reese, and he was a PA on the set of Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and I love that show. And he like just showed you, and it's set in New York and filmed in New York primarily, or the seasons he was on, because that's where he's based. But I just showed him like working, and it like looked so fun. So it's a lot of like, I don't know, seeing other people's jobs or lives and comparing. I also just follow a lot of people who simply like live in New York. So I get a lot of that too. But like I said, super all over the place. I see everything.
I'm seeing a vibe of like you liking New York in this episode.
Interesting. Yeah. I think about it like far too often.
That's fair.
It's my little mental escape.
I will say, like, I do get a lot of people from Montreal on my TikTok. And so I'm thinking maybe that's like a sign that I should be moving. I'm not sure.
It's actually really interesting because when you go to a different city like Montreal, immediately you get Montreal talk. And I'm like, stop following me!
Literally!
But I don't get a lot of Ottawa talk here. Not like a lot. A little bit, but not a lot.
Yeah, it's like pretty, it's a little rare.
Yeah.
What a shame.
What a shame.
What a shame.
Okay, I wanted to talk about this. You know what? No, I'm going to rearrange in my head. First, I want to bring up Murderville. I don't know how else to bring it up, so I'm just going to put it out there.
Yes, okay.
Because that is a new show.
Yes.
New-ish show that we both watched a few episodes of together, potentially under the influence of marijuana even. You look so guilty. But I just wanted to give that a shout out. I don't even know if like I have anything to say about it except that it's great, but it's great. And I love Will Arnett.
I will say, Will Arnett, very, very funny. I'm also very like, I don't know, because like I love BoJack.
Yes.
Because it's the mental illness, isn't it? Like, come on, like.
Say it in an accent, so is less serious.
Listen, we love a laugh. No, but like I really loved BoJack, and I feel like so many people respected or really loved the show, and I love seeing Will Arnett doing things outside of that, but like still being like, I don't know, he was Batman.
Yeah.
He was Lego Batman.
And I love
and like
podcast.
That's incredible. Yes, and he, like I'm really glad, I guess, because like I don't know, I would kind of just love seeing him grow. No, also like him in Arrested Development. I think Will Arnett is my Bill Hader. Oh my god, I'm realizing that right now.
I love that for you.
It truly is. Sorry, do I have a crush on Will Arnett?
He's Canadian.
Is he really?
He really is.
Hey, okay.
I think he's from Toronto.
Ugh, gross. Ugh. But yeah, anyway. Toronto mans, love that. But yeah, so where was I going with this? Oh, Murderville. So I think Murderville is very funny. He does a great job. But I especially love the improv aspect of it.
I keep realizing as I get older how much I love improv.
I'm a little worried I might join an improv group. It's like a little bit like culty, and I'm a little afraid.
Right? But it's so fun.
And like I'm getting close. You know, I feel it in my bones.
I've done improv. In French.
Zip zap stop? Oh.
No, in French. Like
Oh
I
my
was part of an
God.
improv troupe in French.
That is
When I
so.
did my Explore program.
That's so impressive.
Yeah.
Improv in another long.
Like,
that's
I
crazy.
think I fully blacked it out, though, because I don't remember any of the times we did it. But I know we did it multiple times.
That is so wild.
I remember not a performance. But I think I had fun.
Okay, well, let's join an improv group.
Yeah, I think that's what I was trying to get at.
Hold on. Let me just speak into my phone for the TikTok. Improv, Ottawa improv, please.
But
yes.
Murderville is good. The guests are great.
The lineup is great. Oh my god, Conan is so funny.
Kumail's episode is really good.
Oh my god, Kumail. He's
And Annie
so
Murphy,
sweet.
who we mentioned briefly before, is also in it and is also
She
great.
is so phony. Oh my god, yeah.
Phony? She's a phony?
She's a phony.
Wow,
Sorry.
you're really gonna call her out like that?
I really did have a catcher
On
in the
this
rye
gigantic
movement.
platform.
I'm really bullying a lot of people today. I don't know what's going on. Sorry, it's Aries season. Okay.
Explains everything.
I hope we're like fun high to listen to. Anyway.
Well, we'll see in the edit, won't we?
But it's a great show.
surprise.
It's a great high show. Very
It
much
really
love
is.
that. Yeah.
I still don't think I finished it.
No, me
But-
neither. I think I just need to get high more to watch it, I guess.
I know. I feel like I've been getting high so late at night that I just go to bed. Who knew?
I know, which is like lame.
I mean, I do
No.
like my sleep. You famously know that.
I know. I think I'm keeping you up a little bit. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Are
no,
you
not
okay?
at all. It's only 9:30.
Oh my god.
We've been recording for an hour and 10 minutes. I think we should get to at least an hour 15. But I do... Oh, sorry. Text break.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. Damien just texted me my name at 9 p.m. and I don't know what that means.
Mysterious.
Sorry. Like, am I
Okay.
in trouble? Okay.
So I wanted to smoothly bring this up earlier when we were talking about Pineapple Express. But I thought we were easing out of Pineapple Express, like getting distracted. Wow, distracted. Distracted, and we're
Got
gonna
him.
come back to it, and then we didn't. So now I'm just plopping it here. I got
Okay.
a game.
Oh my god, yes!
It
A game!
involves my fave, Seth Rogen.
This is where the Seth Rogen was going. Okay,
Yeah.
interesting. Interesting.
Yes. And I don't know if this game is gonna be fun or not. It might even be something I cut out, but.
Well, I notoriously hate fun. So.
But I figured it was an idea, good or bad. You be the judge.
I'm just
but I think we
impressed
should
you
try it.
Okay.
I was going to ask you. I was going to name a list of movies and or TV shows, and you need to tell me if Seth Rogen was in it or not.
Whoa. Okay. Interesting.
And because obviously I could just go on IMDb and pull up a list of things he was in, it was harder to come up with movies he was not in.
Oh.
But that could still seem like he was, like he could have
Oh,
been
yes,
in
yes,
them, you
yeah.
know what I mean? So that is actually like a hard game. So this is a test to see if I did a good job or not. And if I did a bad job, this never happened, according to the listeners.
Okay.
Isn't that fun?
I love that. I respect that. I also will say we already established this. I don't really watch a lot of TV shows
I
and
know,
movies.
so I think that might
I'm
help
gonna,
me.
Yeah. I'm gonna make
Maybe
a lot of
like
people mad.
the listener. Yeah, I know. I was gonna say maybe every listener will be like, this dumb bitch.
Why
She's
is she
very smart?
Where it's like, why is she on a fucking movie podcast if she can't even watch a movie? I feel like, what's the illiterate but for movies? Like, that's me. You know what? I am having a great time as I hit my vape.
One time we released an episode where I was reacting to a scene from Friday the 13th, Jason Takes Manhattan.
No.
And someone
You
commented,
love New York.
Exactly. And someone commented, because I made in the video as I was reacting, I was like, isn't he a killer? Like, why isn't he killing him? But it's because I knew that Jason was a killer, and I was surprised that he wasn't immediately killing this victim. It seemed like he was toying with him, and that confused me. So I made that comment, and someone, I guess, didn't pick up on that and thought I was actually an idiot. And they're like, haha, she really doesn't know Friday the 13th. She didn't even know he was a murderer. And I was like, that wasn't the point.
Dumb
Anyway.
woman.
So that is
Oh,
also probably
God.
a side I'll cut out. But are you ready for the
That's
game?
still annoying.
Was
but,
Seth Rogen in this movie or show or not?
Yes, I am.
Isn't it a catchy title?
I think it rolls off the tongue and I'm ready to go.
Okay. So, to begin, Kung Fu Panda.
Huh.
Interesting reaction to just the movie title.
I'm gonna say no.
He was Mantis.
He was Mantis?
Or incorrect. I should put in some sound effects.
Ding. Oh my god.
Yeah.
You know, I think the
Have
noise.
you seen Kung Fu Panda?
No, I think that's the noise that I made. Like, I think I realized I've never seen Kung Fu Panda.
It's actually pretty funny. Jack Black is in it, and he's also a pretty funny dude.
Never heard of him.
Believe it or not. I know. Crazy.
Actually, I feel like I should watch a Jack Black movie when I'm high. I feel like I haven't done that, and I feel like I would love it.
School of Rock. Iconic.
Oh, iconic.
Okay.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
Superbad.
Oh, he's in it.
Do you remember who he plays?
No, I've never seen it.
Stop. It's also about his life, but he doesn't play himself. Jonah Hill plays him.
Wait, it's
He
about
plays
his
a cop
life?
in it. Yeah, him and his best friend Evan and his current writing partner.
Whoa.
Yeah, so Jonah Hill literally plays Seth Rogen. Yeah, it's very funny.
Oh my god, no, I've never seen it.
But like, obviously it's like dramatized, but you know.
Yeah, of course.
But he plays a cop in it.
That is
But
so
you were
fun.
correct.
Okay.
So ding, 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 ding,
Okay,
ding.
oh wow, that intuition. No, truly. Yeah, I've never seen it. I feel like I really.
I think you'd like it.
I think I would too.
We did an episode on it. You can also listen to that after you watch it.
Again, I really feel like I
Shameless
lived.
plug.
Yeah, right. I feel like I lived under a rock. Like I feel like I've missed so many important movies of my youth.
Yeah, you just like, it's hard to pay attention to movies and TV, and that's fine.
Right.
Honestly, crafts are probably better for your head.
Well, anyway.
Was Seth Rogen in Arrested Development?
Oh. Yeah.
I don't even know if that one picked up on the mic.
I want to say, I felt like Jennifer Coolidge a little bit there. Yeah.
Oh my god, we're both so bad at her voice. I don't know how she does it, but she's iconic.
Oh, I love her so much. Oh my god, wasn't she in like that Cinderella movie with Hilary Duff?
A Cinderella Story, yes.
That's the one. She's like, what's the quote? Oh fuck, we should watch this high next.
Ooh,
you're not very bright, and you're not very pretty, and you're not very bright. That's it.
Oh, good.
That's the quote.
Beautiful. Is
Okay.
that her stepmother to her?
Yeah.
Yeah. Checks out.
Anyway, sorry, what a tangent. I'm gonna say, yes, he is in Arrested Development because I think he was a side character in one of the later seasons, maybe.
He played a young George Bluth.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
So funny. I think like Kristen Wiig or something plays his wife. I don't remember.
Honestly, that would also be a good high show.
Yeah, I think I have watched it high.
Huh.
But anyway, so correct.
Okay.
Good job. I mean, like, incorrect character, but it's just a yes or no, so you're doing great. Is he in 21 Jump Street?
Seth Rogen.
And this is one of your favorite movies.
Oh
Just
my
keeping that in
god.
mind.
Yeah, I've actually probably seen this movie at least like 20 times. No question. I used to know all the quotes to this movie. No. Wait. Fuck. I'm gonna say no.
Correct.
Okay. Oh.
But
Oof.
he is in the after credits scene of 22 Jump Street when they're showing all the possible reboots. And there's one of them where he steps in for Jonah Hill.
I do remember that. Okay. Yeah, I was so scared. I'm like, oh my god, do I remember this movie?
Well, because also he could have just been like someone in the background. Although
Johnny Depp was in it, wasn't he?
Yeah,
but
he wasn't in the background.
Yeah, but like, I mean, I don't know. I didn't recognize him earlier in the movie because I don't recognize people's faces.
That's fair. Okay. Step Brothers?
No. That's the one with... I also haven't seen it.
But you're incorrect because he was in it as a sporting goods manager. Not a huge role, but spoke.
I'm forgetting how many side roles this man has had.
When you go on his IMDb and you click the actor section, there's over 100 movies.
How is
a lot of them are shorts though, like Bound 3, that like fake Kanye music video he did with James Franco was on there, like shit like that is on there.
That was kind of
hilarious. So I don't think he's actually at over 100 full feature length films or like shows.
Actually, I think that was the thing that made me obsessed with him in high school. like I loved him so much because of his Bound 3 video. I remember that I was like, wow, he is funny.
That is like one of the funniest things to ever exist.
I do have so much respect for him, and I think it's because of that, now that I think about it. Oh my god.
But anyway, you're wrong. Was he in Broad City, a show we mentioned literally earlier in this episode?
No. No. I sounded like Hank Hill.
Who?
Hank Hill from like King of the Hill. Wow. You don't know Bobby. No, I can't even do the thing. Propane and propane accessories. That would be a fucking good show to watch. Really? Propane and I can't do. Okay, sorry. She's a little baked. Okay, so
is he in Broad City or no?
Bobby. I'm gonna say no.
You're wrong. He played Mel Stacy.
He played what?
A person named Mel Stacy. Because his name was Stacy, but he was a male.
I don't remember this at all. What the fuck?
I don't know if we got to that episode.
Male Stacy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'll have to.
God. Donna with the smelly pussy.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
I just want to pour one out for Donna with the smelly pussy. Can I swear on your podcast?
Yeah, no, you can. Yeah, of course. Okay. So, do you still want to keep playing this game, or is that enough? In theory, have 4 more.
Yeah, let's go for it. Why not? Okay. You can just cut them out.
Because I also have 1 more game after.
Oh,
no, like, are you having fun?
No, yeah, I'm having fun.
Okay, sure, I'll do all of them then.
No, I know I don't know things, but I'm having fun, I swear.
Okay, cute. No.
I should keep
Humble queen.
That truly is like the story of my life. I know I don't know things, but I'm having fun, I swear.
Oh, that's the spirit.
Okay.
Okay, the Lego Batman movie. Speaking of with Will Arnett.
Yes.
Nope.
Oh, what the fuck? I was so
You said that so confidently.
God, okay.
I mean, because he has a perfect, like, animated voice, so I understand your
Well, wasn't he in, oh my god, he was in that, like, Sausage Fest?
Yeah. Okay, next is Forgetting Sarah Marshall, which I don't know if you've seen, but I recently saw it and actually really liked.
Oh, with, Marshall from...
Russell Brand and Marshall, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel bad because I never remember his name and always call him Marshall, but I genuinely think he's a fantastic actor
Jason
and
Segel?
very attractive. Yes. I want to see Wind River or Windfall or something, a new Netflix movie that he's in with Lily Collins, which seems kind of random, but I want to see it because he's a very good actor.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I mean, like, I did love him in How I Met Your Mother.
Yes,
so
of course.
I understand.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Is he in
I'm
it or
gonna say
not?
no. No, wait. Yeah, no.
Well, you're gonna change your mind.
You heard it here first, folks. I said no.
She could have changed her mind back. Who knows?
Listen. This is unscripted? No.
Well, so you were correct. Good job. Ding, ding, ding.
And I always will be. Go on.
It's funny because for some of these, I literally took roles that Jonah Hill was in because I find that they're pretty similar. So Jonah Hill was in Forgetting Sarah Marshall and the Lego Batman movie, which is why they're on this list. And obviously there are no more of those examples going forward, which is why I revealed that secret to you.
Okay, that makes sense. But they are very comparable in their sense of humor.
Yeah. And so the next is This Is 40, a movie I also previously mentioned by Judd Apatow.
Sure.
His wife, Leslie Mann.
I'm gonna say yeah.
Nope.
Also never seen it. So.
Okay, this is my last one.
Okay.
30 Rock.
Never seen it.
Oh, it's really good, actually.
I know. I feel like I would love Liz Lemon.
Yeah.
And I know her name because I also love the name. I'm gonna say he is in it.
He's not.
Are you serious?
Yeah, the last 4 I had on the list were all just made up.
Oh my god, Evil! Why are you pranking me right now?
Okay, I have one more game, and then this one doesn't really require you to have any knowledge, which is fun, so you don't have to, like, feel dumb.
I really should have, like, made a game for this. I'm so sorry I came unprepared.
Well, no, I'm the host. It's okay. This is my job. This is my ship to steer.
Ooh, okay.
The other 2 are taking a week off, so this is my show now. So I have a game.
Okay.
Another one. Very
Excellent.
similar to the first one, but very different. This one is this a real strain of weed or not?
This?
Because there are some crazy weed names.
Oh, should we talk about our famous, like, mix-up?
What was our famous mix?
The French weed? Jongi?
Oh!
Carol and I have been, like, buying weed together.
Yes. We share.
As a family.
Yes.
And whenever we talk about the brand names of weed, there's this one pretty popular one called Jean Guy, and we fucking, because I don't know, Ottawa is a very bilingual city. We literally just assumed it was Jean-Guy.
But why would it be Jean Guy though? That also doesn't make any sense.
But why is it so Quebecois? Like, out of all the weeds, oh, it's Jean-Guy? Like, that's so funny. Oh my god. Yeah. So anyway, Jean Guy. Love that one.
Who told us it was Jean Guy?
I think I went to a dispensary or something.
Oh.
And I think I said like Jean-Guy, and the girl's like, what the fuck?
That's so embarrassing.
Can I get the Jean-Guy weed? Oh my god.
But also she shouldn't have corrected you, low-key.
She shouldn't have corrected me?
Because you were just reading it. Like, who says you can't pronounce Nike and Nike?
Well, it's not like she like
Same. You know?
Actually, my
read
mom.
it however you want.
Listen, my Nikes. My mom would say that a lot.
Me too.
Oh my god, Skype. My dad
Skypey.
always is like, "Come on the Skypey."
Same.
Yeah.
I literally didn't learn the correct pronunciation of Nike until I think the 12th grade.
Nike.
I know.
Oh my god. Okay, so I'm excited for this.
Okay, so the first one, blue cheese.
Yeah.
Don't look at the answer.
Oh my god, sorry.
You probably can't see because it's pretty small font.
No, I'm looking at the
waves.
Yeah,
but
because I want to know if I'm like always being loud. But
no, you're
sorry.
actually good.
Okay.
I'm kind of monitoring, not really, but also hard to avoid.
Okay.
Okay, so blue cheese.
Blue cheese. I'm gonna say yes.
Correct.
Okay.
It was surprisingly difficult to find things that weren't names. You know what I mean?
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Because I do feel like there are so many strains.
They're really insane sometimes and seemingly so random, which is why this is pretty much a 50-50 game, you know?
I kind of like, so it's like I don't really know why they're different strains. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't really know. Like, I think it's just
they come from different seeds. Like, I think they're, like, vaguely different.
But, like, is it, like, different genetics? Like,
I think so.
It's, like, selective. Is it, like...
I think, yeah.
Okay. Anyway, not important. I'll look into this later.
Yeah.
Should have done my research.
Yeah, you
okay.
nerd.
Sorry.
Okay, golden goat.
No. Yeah.
I stared at her for too long.
Yeah. I was gonna say no, but she gave it away in her face.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a real weed.
Fun.
The golden goat.
I want to try it because I love goats.
Oh, I wonder if it's citrusy.
I hope so.
I love goats.
Citrusy weeds are the best. Anyway.
Oh my god. Ugh, I love goats. I want to be high and pet a goat so bad. I'm manifesting it for the summer. I'm gonna pet a goat.
Ooh, I don't know if I've done that. That would be fun.
I've just never pet a goat, period. Actually, apparently I did as a kid, and it tries to eat my pants.
Oh yeah, we didn't go to Katie's barn. We should go. She has a lot of goats. They're cute. Fat cat.
Yeah. I say yes.
I made that one up. I'm so
Stop.
proud of it.
Oh my god, I can't believe you fooled me with that.
Isn't it good?
Fat cat. Yeah, because I'm like, oh, like it's like a greedy weed. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. And that's hilarious.
Thank you. Okay.
Excuse me. Mr. Nice.
I'm gonna say yes.
Correct.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, next. Red Wedding.
Oh, like Game of Thrones. No, because, like, that's a pretty harsh name for, like, a strain of weed.
You're correct.
It's not? Okay.
Yeah, but there's a lot of, like, Star Wars weeds, weirdly. Like, there's the Darth Vader, the Death Star, like, I think I saw
True.
R2-D2. Like, it's very bizarre. So there's a lot of, like, themed names. So I was like, let's come up with something. And a lot of colors, so that, like, helped me come
Because
up
I could definitely see, there are a lot of colors, and I could definitely see the theme of it. But also, it feels like such a downer name for an upper.
Totally. Okay. Alien rock candy.
Yes.
Correct.
And I want to smoke that. 100. I don't even know what it'll do to me, but I feel like it has Pop Rocks in it. I'm in. I'm down.
Speaking of
Alien
Pop Rocks, another food, cheese and crackers.
Cheese and crackers. Cheese and crackers. Do I want cheesy weed? I'm gonna say no.
But the first one that you said was correct was blue cheese.
Oh my god, I'm such a hypocrite. And now I'm on tape for that too. Yeah. Shit. Damn, my reputation plummeting. I'm gonna say still no.
Correct, but there are very many cheese weeds.
Damn.
So many.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay,
Fun
interesting.
fact.
Interesting.
Okay. Next is Ice Dancer.
Like Tanya Harding. Sorry. I was listening to a podcast about it. Okay, I'm gonna say no.
Also like Ice Princess, but you're correct.
Oh my god.
Next is Snowcap.
I'm gonna say yes. That's some BC
Correct.
shit.
Oh
my god.
The final one is Santa Claus.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm gonna say no, sir.
Correct, but there is Santa's cookies.
Am I like, what's the sommelier but like with weed?
not the weed specifically, just the names of the weed.
Yeah, no, they all are the same to me, but the names. Wow, there are some. This is a really fun game.
Yeah, it was really, really difficult because truly, like, I would come up with something like that was vaguely different from something in the real list. Because I was like, that's probably the best way to do it. But then there was like every version of the thing because someone somewhere made a hybrid. I don't know.
Oh yeah, fair.
And I don't know if there's like an official list of things that are recognized versus not. But I just did like a name I made up, weed strain, and then if something came up, I was like, okay, never mind, I'll find a different one.
Yeah.
But I got you with a couple of them, and that's all
You did. No, this is a really fun one. I really like this.
Thank you so much.
Because, like, the weed naming community is very creative.
They really are.
Yeah. So, like, I really like this. Wow.
Thank you.
Because even every time I go into a dispensary, I kind of always feel like a bit of an idiot when I'm like,
I know.
Can I have the animal face? Like,
yeah, they have some crazy names.
Yeah.
Anyway, were there any other medias you wanted to discuss?
Gosh. Oh my god, watching.
We talk about a lot.
Yeah,
TikTok,
I will say watching the news high.
Oh god,
not great.
Caroline.
When I was living at home with my mom for a little bit, if I like came home and she's like, she always just watches the news. She just always has that shit on. I'd come home high and I'm like, this is not the vibe. Sorry, I'm gonna go play Doja Cat and. But yeah, no, truly, that's not a media I would recommend. No. Books. I will say, books high, hard.
A little difficult, yeah.
On to the next.
You gotta be in the right headspace. Yeah. It's like pretty rare for me to be able to do it.
Unless it's a graphic novel. Because I'm like, ooh, pictures.
You know what's also pictures, but they move?
Tell me about it, Carol.
Movies and TV shows.
Oh, and that is what we're into.
Well,
on the FLP podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh, she's a host now.
Ooh. Guys,
was that your way of outroing?
Invite me back. I don't know anything.
Hey, Kelly, you want to talk about this movie? Haven't seen it.
You're like, hey, Seth Rogen in this movie? Bitch, do I even know who he is? Like, honestly, at this point, unsure.
Hey, living with me, you have to.
No, I actually do. I do.
Yeah.
But it takes me a very embarrassing amount of time to recognize actors. Like, you know when you watch a movie and an actor will come on screen and, like, people have been waiting for that person because it's like, oh my god, they came back. And, like, the whole audience is like, it always takes me, like, 30 seconds to figure out who it is. Like, I will gasp later than everybody. So be like, do I know that person?
Remember when I immediately figured out, like, a face scramble of Will Ferrell?
Oh my god, yes.
At Christmas trivia.
Yes. That was like
literally, it was on screen for 1 second. I was like, Will Ferrell, easy.
But
also, like, it's Christmas. Like, that's unfair. Like, there's one guy you think of when you think of Christmas.
I was literally gonna ask, I'm like, should I know him for Christmas? And then I forgot that he's an elf. Oh my god.
Iconic.
I actually kind of hated Elf for a little bit as a kid.
Because you had to watch it so much.
Yeah. Every single year.
We watched it every single year at school.
And it kind of like just got to me. every year.
That's fair.
But now I'm into it.
Yeah, it's also a good high watch. It really is.
I never haven't, like, I've not really done a lot of high Christmas movies. Because I just don't watch Christmas movies in general, but I will try that in the next timely season.
And on that note, I have like an actual like pre-recorded outro.
Okay, and that's fair. And do you have anything else you'd like to say?
No, I think we covered all of the things I watch.
Well, Carol, thank you so much for coming to my podcast. I really appreciate you coming on here as a guest.
Please have me back.
Probably not.
Okay, cool. Thanks again for listening to the Feature Length Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, it would mean a lot to us if you liked this video or audio. Give us a rating and review. If you want to stay up to date with the latest episodes of this podcast, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you hit the bell to be notified when we post a new video, or follow the podcast on Spotify. If you want to connect with us directly, you can follow us on Instagram at featurelengthpodcast, or even send us an email at featurelengthpodcast@gmail.com. Catch you on the flip side.